Welcome to the Car Guy Show. Join award-winning magazine publisher Tim Miller and national champion race driver Kristin Traeger as they look at Texas car life and Texas car culture. Join them as they meet car guys in their cars, in their garages, and at their clubs and events. Come along for a real kick in the asphalt.
Welcome to the Car Guy Show. I'm Tim Miller.
I'm Kristin Traeger.
And I'm Luke Betchner.
And we have a great show for you today.
Check out the Garage Mahal with Jack Bell and his Shelbys.
I'm taking you over to Streetside Classics in Fort Worth.
Oh, and you can't miss the LFA. I get to drive it.
And we finish up down in Houston for the Houston Classic Car Auction. So stick with us. We got a great show for you today.
Hey, Luke, let's take the car.
I'm all for it.
Welcome to the home of Jack Bell in another edition of Garage Mahal. We're going to check out his car collection, including a $1 million Shelby Mustang. I can't wait to see it. Let's go check it out. Jack, perfect timing.
Kristin,
Good to see ya.
glad to have you here at our house.
Well, thanks for having us at your Garage Mahal. I see you're a Mustang man.
Yes, ma'am. Cobras, Shelbys, Fords all the way.
Awesome, let's go take a look. All right, Jack, you've got quite a collection here. Let's start with your most recent purchase. You just got this a month ago, right?
Yes, ma'am. It's a 427 Cobra. There's a little over 300 of these made. It was built for the Copper State Challenge by Michael Armin Hammer. The car is not stock. As you can see, we're running Webers. The car runs about 650 horsepower.
Wow, impressive.
And other than the engine itself, the car is pretty well the way it came from the factory. And we have all the original parts to put it back. As you can see, we have a decal there for Hammer Time Racing.
That is so cool. And you bought this from Michael Armin
I
Hammer.
bought it from Michael Armin Hammer.
Very cool.
Car was restored about a year ago at a shop in Tulsa. It's a 16,800 mile car, but it was totally disassembled and put back and prepared for this high-speed run. Car is originally red. The interior, for the most part, is original gauges. And as you can see, it was signed by Mr. Shelby.
That's quite a memento to have. Well, it's in great condition. And like you said earlier, this ain't no kit car. Let's check out the one I really want to hear about, the $1 million Shelby race car.
Well, this car was campaigned by Charlie Kemp, and it is the winningest, fastest Shelby of all 289 production cars.
Wow.
He entered 52 races and won 60% of the races.
What a record.
He turned the fastest speed of any 289 Shelby product of 184 miles an hour.
Yowza.
On the back stretch of Daytona.
That is moving it. Jack, thank you so much for showing me your cars. They are so cool. The only thing that would make this day better is if I got to drive one of them.
Okay, well, let's try it.
All right, how about this one?
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
If you like old muscle cars like this split window Stingray, then you're gonna love Streetside Classics over in Fort Worth.
Hi, and welcome to Streetside Classics. I'm Denise Broadway, and I'm the office manager of our Dallas-Fort Worth location. We are known as the nation's largest consignment dealership with 3 locations in Charlotte, North Carolina, Atlanta, Georgia, and here in Dallas-Fort Worth. Our sales manager, Brad Mueller, can tell you more.
Hi, my name is Brad Mueller. I'm the sales manager of the Streetside location here in Dallas-Fort Worth. Streetside is the largest consignment dealer of classic and collectible cars. It was first opened up in Charlotte, North Carolina in 2005 by our president and CEO, Donna Robbins. It's 40,000 square feet and can hold about 180 to 200 cars. Then in 2010, we opened up our Atlanta location. It is 80,000 square feet and can hold approximately 300 to 320 cars. And our most recent one was here in Dallas-Fort Worth, which opened in 2012. It's 55,000 square feet and can hold about 180 to 200 cars. Streetside really excels in our marketing program. It allows us to sell 40 to 50 cars per month per location. We have 3 full-time dedicated salesmen in each showroom that work directly with the buyers, answering questions, emails, manning the phones, and doing what it takes to get your car sold. We also offer financing through several different lenders and can coordinate door-to-door shipping to anywhere in the world. We really take the hassle out of buying and selling a classic car. With over 700 cars on our website, there's sure to be one for you.
Hey guys, Eldon Prax here. I'm a consignor and a purchaser with Streetside Classic Cars, and I love this place. I trust them. They've shipped cars for me all over the world, and I've also purchased cars from them. Can't say enough good about them. It's easy, it's no hassle. Instead of dealing with eBay and tire kickers, I bring my stuff here, they arrange the financing, they take care of all the hassles. Can't say enough good about them. Come on down, give them a try. Appreciate it.
Hey everyone, we're at Streetside Classics' 3rd annual car show benefiting the local children's charities. Let's go talk to some car guys. Alright, so we're here with Gary and his old Trans Am, and you know, the first thing that comes to mind with these cars, obviously, is Smokey the Bandit, Burt Reynolds, you remember Frog, and what they did. So, I mean, what's special about this one?
This is actually there were 3 movies, and the 3rd one we don't even want to talk about, but this was actually a Bandit 2. This is one of the rarest. The only year they made this color was this was special ordered out of Arlington, Texas, and the guy that bought this car saw the Smokey and the Bandit movie 2, and he was in the process of getting a divorce, and he went out and bought this car the next day. And there were only 29 of these cars painted this Night Watch blue. They only had this paint code for 1 year.
Well, there you have it. 1980 Trans Am, one of the best, one of the most memorable. Thanks a lot, Gary. Good talking to you.
All right.
Next, we're here with JW and his 1933 Plymouth Coupe. This thing is what hot rodding is about. Huge motor tucked under the hood, major tires on the back, and of course, what, your plum purple color, right?
Right, Prowler purple.
So, when did you get it? What have you done to it? Is this your only baby?
Got some others in construction, but this is the only one that's driving right now. I had this car for about 20 years.
Okay.
And it came out of a barn in Alva, Oklahoma, all in pieces, all original metal. And took 6 years.
Wow. Okay, so this thing has a supercharged Corvette motor in it?
It's a Donovan 410. It came out of an Outlaw sprint car.
Really? Okay, well let's fire this thing up and see how it sounds. Yeah. So that's it here today at Streetside Classics 3rd Annual Car Show. We saw some awesome cars, met some great car guys, and you know what? If you have an event coming up, tell us about it. We'd love to come out and meet you. I'm gonna go hop in this Boss 302 here and take off.
Hey, you're watching the Car Guy Show. Real kick in the asphalt. Keep watching it. Cheers.
My name is Fred Wilhelm. I am what's known as the intern coordinator here at Lincoln Tech. We have some extended programs for students that, through their hard work and efforts, have been able to apply to. One of them is what we call an internship program. In place of their last 2 classes, they would actually go to a dealership that we've helped them get into, and they would work there instead of going to the classes for the last 2. The other thing that we offer is what's known as a BMW STEP program. We host the BMW STEP on campus. Students that apply themselves, and they can apply to that and go through the process. They would become BMW trained and then go to work for a BMW dealership. It's quite a process that they get into this, and it really is an honor that they get into it. We have one thing that we say here at Lincoln Tech, that your hard work pays off. We stress that at every graduation.
Up next, I test drive the Lexus LFA at Eagles Canyon Raceway. Hi everyone, we are here with friend of the show, Ed Dawson, and his supercar, the Lexus LFA. This is one of my favorite cars. Can you tell me why you love this car?
Many aspects of the car I love, but probably the most significant is the sound. When they were designing this car, they prioritized their engineering design. Number 1 was maneuverability, which it has great skills in that. But number 2 was sound. They wanted a Formula 1 sound to it, and they have accomplished that. I've had cars that make lots of noise, but I've never had a car that actually sings to you, and this car does that.
That's so true. It's kind of like if a Formula 1 car and a sports car had a baby, this would be it.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Now, how long have you had the car?
About 4 months.
Okay, so it is brand new. Are you ready to break this puppy in?
I'm ready.
your first time on track. What did you think?
I had a terrific time. It was quite a challenge, particularly in the rain, and I really enjoyed it.
Yes, it is very wet out, so we're gonna have to put an asterisk next to our lap times, but you did such a great job for the first time on track. Really good work.
Well, I had a great instructor, and she really kept me on line.
Oh, well, thank you. And I have to say, you were right about the sound that the LFA makes. I'd have to say that is what makes it special. It's the signature sound.
Just like a symphony when you're out there listening.
Yes, she really sings to you. Anyway.
Flash does.
Oh yes, Flash. Her name is Flash, and she sings beautifully. So thank you so much for coming out to the track and letting me drive your gorgeous car.
Well, thank you.
All right.
Now we head down to Lake Conroe for the Houston Auction Classic. The Worldwide Auctioneer Group puts on a great auction. There's a lot of exciting auction action. Let's go check it out. We're on beautiful Lake Conroe for the Concours d'Elegance, Texas, where the first weekend of May, we get to enjoy beautiful cars on the lake with a golf tournament on Friday, the auction on Saturday, and the concours on Sunday. Great weekend for the family, and we're here to cover it all. Well, we're here with JD, and he's brought some beautiful cars here from a show that he was on recently, of where he purchased the #1 and 2 Firebirds. Can you tell us a little bit about that process?
Well, it was kind of a unique process. A friend of mine and I were working cattle in North Dakota, and we get a phone call that these 2 cars have been discovered. Well, they've been discovered from a good friend of ours, Richard Rollins, who owns Gas Monkey Garage in Dallas, and his, nemesis or friend or whatever you want to call him, Dennis Collins. And they, have somehow acquired serial number 1 and 2 of the 1967 Pontiac Firebirds, which you see here today. Now, they were in a lot more dilapidated condition in an old barn somewhere up north, and I get a phone call that says they've acquired these cars. So we, on the phone, do this deal. We're out there working cattle, and we decide we got to get somewhere to find these cars. Well, I know where the shop is, so I pretty well beat the trailer back to the shop to be the first ones to lay hands on these cars. And we basically from there negotiated a deal to resurrect these cars. We put a time limit on it of 60 days. And for the most part, they delivered. They're here today for everybody to enjoy. And what's so significant about them is they are serial number 1 and 2, the very first Pontiac Firebirds ever built.
Hi, my name is Jerry Hammer. I own GM Obsolete and California Collectible Cars. This is a 1950 Hudson Commodore 6 convertible that I restored in our own shop. It's full rotisserie restoration. It was an absolute rust-free car that came out of the Pacific Northwest. There's not a rust panel ever repaired or replaced. Everything on the car came off the car, went back on the car. It has been restored to exact original specifications with all the correct burl, correct full leather interior. It is a Brougham, which gives it a leather interior, power windows and power top. All new old stock parts wherever we could find them. Everything else was restored and replaced.
235, 240,000. It's worth it at 240,000. Fair warning. See us after.
Hello, I'm Doug Handel, and I'm owned by this 1936 Rolls-Royce 2530. I do drive this a lot more. Some of my friends say don't drive them so much. And when we went up to Rhode Island, it was there were not a lot of Texans up there for that national meet, and those that were all pitched in to help me clean up the car, and I actually put it in for judging. It won its class. It's never been judged since. I can only go downhill from there. So now I can just drive it and have a good time.
Hello, I'm Jerry Maddox. My wife and I, Renee, run a Mustang restoration shop in Alabama. We've been doing it for 30-something years. We do the first generation Mustangs, 64.5 to 73. But after about 600 Mustangs, we've become bored and thought we would get something a little bit unusual, a little bit different. And so we found this old 55 Country Squire, and I wanted to put a package together then. All 1955 things. So the Country Squire's a 55, the Lyman Wooden Boat is a 1955, the Johnson Seahorse Outboard is a 1955, and the J.C. Higgins Streamline Bicycle is a 1955. So we just put the package together, been working on it about 8 months.
Beautiful cars, great time, great people. Couldn't ask for more. And I would encourage anytime that you're around the first week of May to come down to Lake Conroe to check this out. Well, that's it for this week's show. Thanks for joining us. Remember to like us on Facebook. Check out our website at www.thecarguyshow.com. And we look forward to seeing you next week for a little kick in the asphalt.